I explained about one-dimensional array and what are the uses and what are the disadvantages of one-dimensional array. In today's class, I will talk about two-dimensional array in C programming, and also I will tell you what is the importance of two-dimensional array concept in case of C programming. You know that what is the difference between one-dimensional and two-dimensional arrays? Because one-dimensional array, what is the syntax for it? Data type, then array name, then square bracket, then size. Here, then what is the definition of the two-dimensional array is, then it can be defined as array of arrays. What is the meaning of this statement? The array of single dimensional arrays. Okay, the array of single dimensional arrays. Okay, the collection of single dimensional arrays. Array of arrays. There is a meaning of array of. You can also call it as array of single dimensional arrays. Okay, that is the concept called as array of arrays is called as the two-dimensional array. How it is possible? We will first look into the syntax. After that, I will give the example. Then 2D array is organized as a matrices. For what purposes we can able to use two-dimensional arrays? Okay. Then as a if you want to display the data as a matrix format, then the single dimension array is not sufficient. Okay. Because at that time we can go for two-dimensional arrays. Yeah, which can be represented as the collection of rows and columns. Okay, the two-dimensional array is nothing but a collection of rows and columns. Okay, another way you can define as number of rows and number of columns is called as what? Two-dimensional arrays. Then first, where it can be used single dimensional arrays. Okay, which is used to implement a what is called a data structure concept. Because which can be two-dimensional array can be used to store a bulk of data at one place. Okay, which can be used to store a bulk of data at one place, because you can be able to store a number of data using two-dimensional arrays. Here, first you look at the syntax of the two-dimensional arrays. Then after that we will go for examples. Here the data type what? Data type do you want? You studied the data type concept in one of the video, because the data type is either integer or float or a double or a character, whatever. Then array name is nothing but the name of the array. Then this is called as here row size. Okay, this is called as row size and column size or row size. Whatever the value given over here in the first script, it is called as what? Row size. Okay, this is called what? Column size. This is row size, that is called as the column size. Then when you, as per that syntax, I written a simple example. This is called as what? Data type. M is what? Name of the array. Here this is called as row size. Then this is called as column size. But how the data is organized in the form of matrix? Because here how many rows? 3 rows. How many columns? 3 columns. Okay, I want to organize the data as in the form of 3 rows and 3 columns. Because how row 1, then row 2, then row 3. Here what is called as C1, C stands for column 1, column 2, column, I will write column 1, column 2, column 3. Here row 1 it can be represented as 0, 1, it can be represented as 1, it can be represented as a 2. Here the column is represented as a 0, it is represented as 1, it is represented as a 2. Hope it is clear. This is how many rows I want? 3 rows. How many columns you want? 3 columns. Here this cell is represented as a what? 0, 0. What is the name of the array? Because M. Okay. Because name of the array is nothing but M. But M of 0, 0. M of 0, 1. First row, second column. M of 0, 2. Okay, this place is represented as a what? M of 0. The first column, 0th. Actually, it will start from the 0. The matrix arrays will be start from the 0 index. Okay, the first index is represented as a what? Row. Because 0th row, first row. Because if it is 3, 3 minus 1. Because it is started from the 0, 1, 2. It is 3, column size 3, 3 minus 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay, because the index will be started from the 0. Listen carefully. If you have any doubt, you ask me. Just to post your query in the comment box window. Yeah. When it comes to here, 0th row as completed. 0, 0. Here this is called as what? 1. 1 index position. How this place can be represented as? How this space can be represented as? M of 1. What is here? Column size 0. Here M1. Here what is called 1. Here row column size 1, the column size 1 is. Here M of what is called 1 of 2. Please observe that this is here 0, 0, 0. This is 0, but column size can be varied. The first column, 0th column, first column, second column. Okay, that is the difference here. The row size will be same. Then column size should be varied. Here 0 column, first column and second column. Here row M of 2 and column size is 0. M of 2 of 1. M of 2 of 2. Okay, this is called as 3 by 3. I have 4 by 2. 4. Here if I again 4 by 3, again row will be added, the row size will be 1. Suppose here 4. How many rows? The 4 rows and 3 columns. After that, 1. This 3. M of 3 and 0. M of 3 of 1. M of 3 of 2. Because how many rows will be there? 4 rows and 3 columns. Okay, here how it can be represented as, once you write the syntax, how the space can be occupied in the memory. Here the space can be occupied in the memory is like this. Okay, because this index, how the indexes can be represented in the 2-dimensional array, this is the way. Okay, 0th row, first row, second row and third row. Column 1, column 2, column 3. Column 1 can be represented as 0, the column 2 can be represented as a 1, the column 3 can be represented as a 1, 2. Here, first row has completed. First row same, 0, 0, 0, first index position. The second index position, 0th column, first column, second. Like that, you can able to, what is called, define the matrix form as per that syntax. Okay. And then what next? How do you initialize the values to the 2-dimensional array? Okay. Initialization of what is called initialization of two-dimensional. Okay. This is called as what? Declaration. Okay, once you done the declaration, what we have to do? We go for the initialization. Okay. Here, suppose 3. Okay, simple initialization. Okay, for here how it can be represent, how do you initialize the two-dimensional array? Okay, here m of like this rs m of, here once you done the declaration, how we initialize those values, what is called m of, what is called 0, 0, suppose 1, m of 0, 1, 2, okay, m of 0, 2, 3, m of first row completed 0, 4, m of 1, 1, 5, because m of 1, 2, 6, then m of, suppose it is 3, for example, if you take more time, then 3 by 3, then 2 of 0, 7, 2 of 1, 8, m of 2 of 2, 9. And if it is 3 by 3 matrix, how many elements you are going to insert into the array? Then 9 elements. Okay, there are 9 elements should be placed in the array. How it can be represented? M0 here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, how it can be represented as? Because 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2. Because how this data can be represented in the form of matrix. Okay, whenever you initialize the first value 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, then 0, 2, 3, again 0, 2, 1, 0, 4, 1, 1, 5, like that the data can be placed in the two-dimensional array because as per the syntax. Okay. Another way to initialize the two-dimensional array at the time of declaration, I will tell you, just wait for it. This is the one of the way. First you do the declaration, after that we can do the initialization. Then now what can I do? Then we can do the declaration, initialization at the time of declaration. Got my point? Yeah. The syntax is that, then what is called data type. This is called a row size. Sorry to say. Array name. Then row size. Column size. Equal here elements declaration. Elements initialization. Okay, there the data type, the array name, row size and column size, then elements to be initialized. Okay. This is a syntax for initialize the two-dimensional array at the time of declaration. First of all, in the previous example, what we done? First we do the declaration, after that we go for the initialization. But here, at the time of declaration only, we initialize the values. Okay. Then data type, suppose integer, the array name is n, 2 rows, what is called 3 columns. Here number of rows is what? 2, number of columns is what? Then bracket. Here how many rows? 2 rows. One here, how many columns? 3 columns. Suppose 1, 2, 3. This is called, it is represented as a 1 row. Then suppose 4, 5, 6. Because how many rows? 2 rows. This is called the row size. This is called as the column size. Okay, how many rows you can able to initialize? You have to take 2 rows. How many each row is how many columns? 3 columns. This is the one of the row. Okay, 0th row, first. Okay, how it can be represented in the form of matrix? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah. 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. This value can be, what is the index of this value? M of 0, 0. What is the index of value? M of 0, 1. What is the index of this value? M of 0, 2. What is the index of this value? What is the index of this value? M of 1, 0. What is the index of this value? M of 1, 1. What is the index of this value? M of 1, 2. Okay, this is the, what is called, this is the insulation. Or else we can write directly, this is the first row, this second row. Okay, how you can able to initialize the two-dimensional array like this. Or else you can go for like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here first 3 elements belongs to the first row. The second 3 elements is belongs to the second row. Okay, how this is for your convenience, we can initialize the values for this format, this syntax. Okay, we can easily, this is one row, this is another row, this is another row, this is another. Okay, yeah, this is the way how to initialize the what is called two-dimensional array. Then how do you access or how do you print the two-dimensional array elements? Because if you print off M of 0, it will take a number of statements, more statements are required. Here, if you want to display all those elements in the array, how many printf statements are required? The 6 printf statements are required to display it. Here first, suppose for example, how do you print the first value? Print of what is called %LD M of what is called 0, 0. Okay, suppose if you want to print this value, what is the index of 6 value? Print of %LD M of 1 of 2. Okay, how do you access or how do you print? Okay, if you want to print the particular element from the two-dimensional array, just use the printf statement. Then M is nothing but what? Name of the array. This is called as row size. This is called as the column size. Because what is the first one? 0th row, 0th column. Here, if you want to print this, if you want to access 6 value, then what is the index of those 6? 1, 2. Okay, because 1 is nothing but 0. 1th row, 2th column. 2 because 1, 2. Okay, because if you want to print all the elements in the array, we require the 6 printf statements. But if we are using the loop, okay, we can print all the elements in the array using the only 2 statements. Okay, how it is possible? How do you print all the elements in two-dimensional array? I will write the code for it. For example, this is the array. For example, then what is called, then for, okay, int I, then j. Then for I equal to 0, This is first for loop. Nested for loop is required for printing the two-dimensional elements. The first for loop is row size. What is called as row? I place because here for j equal to 0, j, what is the size of columns? So column size 3, row size is, this first for loop is used for the rows, the second for loop is used for the columns. Then j place. Okay, then printf percentage of m of I, m of j. Then after that, I want to display in the matrix format printf /n. Okay, why I use these statements I will tell you. Okay, how it can be represented as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay, yeah. Look at here. Then here I value 0. Then 0 less than 2, condition is true. Then go to the inner for loop. This is called as outer for loop. This is called as inner for loop. Then 0 again I equal to 0. Okay, is it visible? Yeah. The j less than 3, because 0 less than 3 condition is true. Then control will come to here. Here I value is what? I value is 0. J value is 1. Because 0, 0. Then 0 is what is the value? 1 output of this program is, then 0 will be printed. Then after that, after executing this statement, j value as incremented by 1. What is the j value? J value becomes 1. Here 1 less than 3. Okay, 1 less than 3 condition is true. Then again here what is the j value? 1. 0 of 1, what is the value of 0 of 1? 2 will be printed. First one 1, 2 will be printed. Again j value is incremented by 1. Now j value becomes 2. Here 2 less than 3 condition becomes true. Then again control will comes to here. 0 of 2, what is the value? 3 will be printed. Again j is incremented by 1, j value becomes 3, j value becomes 3. Okay, 3 less than 3 condition is false. Then which comes out of the loop. Out of the loop, what statement I written? /n. The control will comes to the what? New line. Okay, the cursor point will comes to the new line, next line. Then after that there are no more statements. Then again I value is incremented by 1, I value becomes 1. Okay, 1 less than 2 condition is true. Then control will comes to here. J value again it has reset to 0. Okay, it has reset to 0. Then what is called? 0 less than 3 condition is true. Then again the printf statement will be executed. Then here 1 of I value is what? 1, j value is 0. 1, 0. 1, 0, what is the value? 4, because that 4. Okay, then j value is incremented by 1, j value becomes 1, because 1 less than 3 condition becomes true. Then again 1 of 1. What is the j value? 1. 1, 1, what is the value? 1, 1. The 5 can be represented as the index of 1 of 1. Okay. Then j value is incremented by 1, j value becomes 2. 2 less than 3 condition is true. M of 2. What is the value? 1 of 2, 6. Then again j value is incremented by 1, j value becomes 3. 3 less than 3 condition is false, then which comes out of the loop. Then control will comes to the next line. Then I value is incremented by 1, I value becomes 2. The 2 less than 2 condition is false, isn't it? The condition is false, then just come to the out of the nested for loop. There are no more statements. Okay, here suppose if it is main function, void main, okay, then here another main function also should be closed. Here end main. Now this is can be program. Okay, here end main, isn't it? Yeah. Here how do you initialize the value? Then how do you printing the value? Okay. This is the, I think, how do you initialize, how do you print the what is called as two-dimensional array elements using nested for loop. This is the outer for loop. The outer for loop can be used for rows. The inner for loop can be used for the columns. Okay. Here, then if you want to take the input from the user, okay, I will how it is possible. I will tell you. Okay. Anyway, just wait a second. This logic is same for printing. I want to take the input values from the user itself. Okay, how it is possible, I will tell you. Just wait a second. Void main. Yeah, int m of what is called 2 of 3. Only I do the declaration. How do you give the values to the array? Okay. Printf, enter the values. Okay. Then you take the for loop. I here int of I comma j, I equal 0, I less than 2 row size. Okay, if you are mentioned, directly you can take the row size and column size. Then nested for loop, j equal to 0, j less than 3, j place place. Then here scanf, address of m of I comma j. Inner for loop close, nested for loop. Okay. Yeah. This is for what? Here you should write one statement here. What is called elements. Elements are. Here enter the values. The first value, how many values it will be considered? I value 0. Whenever enter the first value, it will be placed 0, 1, 2. Sorry, 0, 1, 0, 1, 2. Okay. Because the execution of the program will be start from the 0. I value is what? 0. 0 less than condition is true. Then j value becomes 0. 0 less than 3, condition is true. Then scanf which will ask the value. You must enter the value. Suppose we should enter 4. 4 where it can be placed. The first value it will be placed 0 index and 0th row and 0th column. Then after that again j is incremented 1, j value becomes 1. 1 less than 3 condition is true, again it will ask the value. What is called 1, I value is 0, j value is 1. Okay, previously 0, 0. Then I entered value 6. Okay, then after that j is increment 1, j1 becomes 2. Then 2 less than 3 condition is true. Then control law comes to here 0 of 2. Whenever you enter the third value, that is placed in the index of 0, 2. Okay, after that j is incremented by j1 becomes 3. 3 less than 3 condition is false. Then which go to the outer loop. I value is incremented by 1, I value becomes 1. Then again the j value has reset to 0. Then 0 less than 3 condition is true. Then what is the I value is 1. Then j value is 0. If you have entered the value, where it can be placed, the value can be placed in the index of 1 and 0. 1 and 0. Suppose I enter the value 7. Okay. Then again j value is incremented by 1, j value becomes 1. Then 1 less than 3 condition is true. Then here what is called 1 of 1, j value is what? 1. Then I enter the value, it will place 1 of 1. Again j is incremented by 1, j value becomes 2. Then 2 less than 3 condition is true. Then again what is the value of j? 2. If you enter the value, where it can be placed in the index of 1 and 2. 1 and 2, suppose 9. After that j is incremented by 1, j value becomes 3. 3 less than 3 condition is false. Then there are no more statement after the inner for loop. Then go to the outer for loop. I value is incremented by 1, I value becomes 2. Then 2 less than 2 condition is false. Then outer for loop can be exited. Then what is the after the outer for loop? Elements are. Okay, you are displaying the element. What are the elements you have entered? If you want to display all the elements. Okay. Then I equal 0, I less than 2. Here, as per that, what is the output? Here, as per this program, previously I explained 4, 5, 6 because this is the input. Then 7, 8, 9. Okay. Here in today's class, what I explained you, then what is definition of the two-dimensional array, what is the syntax, okay, how to declare the two-dimensional array, and also I explained about what is the installation of the two-dimensional array. Then to install the two-dimensional array using the nested for loop also I explained how to take the input values from the user during the runtime of the two-dimensional array. This is the simple example. This is for only what? In taking the input values. This is for what? Outputting the values, because printing the two-dimensional array. In tomorrow class, I will explain about more programs, okay, using the what is two-dimensional array. Today class, just I explained about what is the syntax, a declaration, and accessing the elements of the two-dimensional array, and how do you printing the two-dimensional array elements, and also how to take the two-dimensional array elements during the runtime. Hope it is clear. If you have any doubt regarding the syntax of the two-dimensional array, please post your query in the comment box window. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe immediately. Thank you for watching my videos.